Depression sounds fancy, right? But no, it's not. When you ask yourself why the hell you're alive on earth, that's depression. When you feel worthless, that's depression. When you even feel awkward to smile, that's depression. Believe me or not, it's the most urgent problem in the world today, cause due to it, the youths and teenagers find cheap dopamine which rottens their brain and will make the whole world's future dreadful cause it depends on us.
Depression in youths. More than 20% of youths are depressed. The most prominent reason for depression in youths are peer pressure and academic expectancy. But it can also be caused by some other factors like trauma somebody witnessed in his life, physical illness, mental conditions, the fear of being called a failure by the society who runs away from us, and hormonal changes. There are many other factors, but these are the main ones which make a person's life a living hell. These causes are the background of the problem we call as depression. And always remember, everything you do, every action you take affects you and your life.
It all begins in the brain when puberty hits us. Hormones rushing through our body. Ask yourself, do we used to overthink when we were kids? Nah, never. Watch an episode of Shin-chan and of Cocoon, you will know the difference. Adding to this, social media also comes with anxiety. For some, it started the day when their parents crudely compared them with Sharma ji ka ladka. For some, it started the day when they lost many loved ones and started feeling alone. For some, when they had faced a brutal heartbreak, and for some, when they thought they lost life. Some are mentally strong, but some can't handle it. But these are the ones which had the most sheer determinations and can eventually change the world. But when they face such a bad failure in life, they feel they lost everything.
No, never ever a proper solution of depression has been attempted before. People take depression as a fancy term, which it is not. Many people cope up and come out of their depression, but the people who don't know how to face a failure and faces a big one in life, they go into depression. Now, they could not handle their thoughts and their anxiety, which leads them into drugs and other dopamine. Their life turns into a miserable one, and ultimately the depressed person thinks of suicide.
Depression never comes alone. It brings anxiety, burnout personality, sleepless thoughts, overthinking, and all these ultimately lead to deepest, darkest self-doubts and thoughts. That's the time when you start to feel alone. That feeling of being alone is the problem which makes the problem worse.
You must be asking, what could be the answer to such a problem? Well, I would like to tell you that it's just one singular word, and that's support. Support which will guide us through the darkest night and the blackest day. We need a companion who supports us and tells us that to never give up, even though all the odds are stacked against you and you know nothing of it. You should never give up. Every single school should teach a person, a youth, to how to manage their stress and anxiety, rather than giving them some useless thesis or project which they'll probably forget by the next week. Every single student should have a psych evaluation in 3 months, at least once. Every single government should allot at least one psychiatrist to every school. Well, Here are some personal tips to help you in your fight against this accursed disease that we call depression. First, do not distance yourself from others. Second, please try to talk to some adult who you trust and who will help you. And get a healthy lifestyle. Adopt a healthy lifestyle.
Victims know the best solution of their problem because they are the one who suffered it and experienced it. Thus, our solution will definitely work because we were the victims too. Adding to this, we will also start a 15-day Let Us Fight Against Depression youth campaign to work our solution more efficiently and also get a reality check of our solution.
Hard work. Our team always had a dream to start a movement against depression, and we will make our vision come true at any cost. We would require a lot of support from government for financing us throughout the movement. Adding to this, our team too planned for a fundraiser. We also seek Ministry of Education and schools to cooperate with us to make our vision come reality. We assure we will be able to reduce depression amongst youths and teenagers, making our future more brighter.
Well, yes, we as youth have considered these options to be most considerable to effectively enforce. First, making people fit, both physically and mentally. Second, helping a person who looks or has been feeling depressed. Third, telling teachers not to stress over students. Third, telling parents and teachers to not to stress over a student's bad marks, even 𝐂𝐨𝐿 gets C.
At last, I will conclude by saying a famous quote. Youth has the resilience to absorb and weave it into the pattern of their life, no matter how anguishing the thorn that penetrates its flesh. Thank you.